It's high time for grade 6 students. Here, this is the last part of the unit number 9, heat and its effects. These are the sub-chapters that we are discussing these days, and let's see today's plan. Heat generation completed, and the effects of heat topic we completed. Today we plan to discuss 9.3 change of a state of matter and 9.4 the effect of heat to the environment. Right, let's discuss these two chapters. First, let's watch this video. This is about melting and boiling. You can see here on this pan a set of ice cubes kept in that. Let's heat that and see what happens. When that is heating, first you can see that solid water or the ice, that solid becomes a liquid. A solid turn into a liquid, and this is what we call melting. When ice molten here, or the melting means converting a solid into a liquid like this. But we don't stop heating, we will heat it further. Now see this. It's heating, you can see it's boiling and evaporation or vaporization. This time the liquid water becomes the gas water. You can see the liquid becomes gas. When a liquid becomes gas, we call it boiling or evaporation or maybe vaporization. Then that's about the melting and boiling of matter. Solid turn to a liquid, now liquid turn into a gas. Next fact, condensation. Here there is an experiment again. We fill some ice cubes into a glass in a cold day. Then we observe, notice what happens on the glass. You know, the glass, through the glass the water can't pass out. Now at this moment the glass surface is very clean or dry, and let's see what happens to this dry surface once we pour water on that. Gradually it becomes little bit smoky, whitish color, and we are playing it fast forwarding, and now you can see water droplets form on that. Water forming. From where does this water come? The water coming from the atmosphere. This atmosphere contains water vapor or the gas water. When that gas water contact with the cold surface, gas water becomes liquid water. This time again a gas becomes liquid. In the previous video we watched that liquid becomes gas. In here a gas water convert into liquid water, and just the process is called condensation. Condensation means gas convert into a liquid. Next video is about freezing. Ice or the water, glass of water is keeping in a cold climate, in cold condition, and see what happens to this water. This water getting or convert into a solid here. We call that ice. Water becomes ice like this. So water is a liquid. Now liquid became a solid. Converting a liquid to a solid is called freezing. That is the process. Now we notice that how solid becomes liquid, liquid becomes gas, then how gas becomes a liquid, and this time the liquid became a solid. Right. There's special change of state of matter with special way. Look at this one. These are iodine crystals. Iodine is a solid, and we put it in a beaker and keeping it on a hot plate. You can see the iodine, without melting this iodine becomes gas. Directly a solid becoming a gas. Solid turn into a gas, and and this process is called sublimation. It's a special event. All the substances do not convert like this. Only few substances convert into a gas directly from a solid turn into a gas here. And when we keep kind of cold surface at top here with ice, this gas will contact on the cold surface. This time we will notice this gas directly become a solid. I'll let that process to going on. Now can you see that? It's turned into a solid directly. Iodine crystals form on the surface. So solid becomes gas, that is sublimation, and the gas became solid, that is the deposition. So these are the special changes. Actually this is about change of state of matter. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Now let's see how these changes take place. When a solid convert into a liquid, remember what was the term used? Solid turn into a liquid, that was called melting. And then liquid becomes a gas. When liquid becoming a gas, that was called evaporation. Again, if a gas becomes liquid, that is condensation. If liquid becomes a gas, again recall it, liquid to a solid, freezing. And the special thing that we learned, a solid turn into a gas directly without converting to a liquid. That was the sublimation. So these are the changes of a state of matter occur with the heat. When we increase the heat, this change takes place. When we decrease the heat, then the other change takes place. And now we will observe this one, candles. Solid wax is burning here. First solid wax becomes liquid and then vaporize and burn here. You can identify the zones of this candle flame. Let's play the video. How does it burn here? This is the candle flame. And we can notice several zones here. I think you can see different colorful zones in this one. And if I stop this one for a while like this, let's identify that zones. You can see bottommost part, it looks blue color. This is the blue zone. And just above dark zone, and most bright zone is this. That zone is the luminous zone. And around that there is non-luminous zone, just like small glow here. We'll notice this. There are 4 zones in a candle. Actually this is liquid wax on this place, and that liquid wax becomes gas, and gas burning here. The hottest zone is this zone, right? See how wax melts through this one, and you can see the wax melting and the wax droplets falling here. You can notice it becomes liquid. Heat can change a solid to a liquid. Okay, this is extinguished. That's the candle flame. Let's recall the zones of candle flame. First, this is the blue zone, and this is dark zone, luminous zone and non-luminous zone. This outer zone is the non-luminous zone. Next part we will see how change of color take place with the heat. This is a hot plate. This is the coil of the hot plate. See the color change when that is heating up. Gradually that becomes reddish color. Red color becomes orange color. Orange color becomes yellowish color. If it is very hot, that will go to the white also. So again orange color, red color, and the color disappears. With the heat, color changes, and here are the color changes. First red, red became orange, orange became yellow. If we heat it further, we didn't heat that further, guess the colors come. If heat increase further, that becomes green color, or if you heat it further, that becomes blue color. Just like in the gas cooker flame, that's blue color. Very hot things, they look blue color. And there is a color change take place with the heat. Change of color with heat. Then effects of the heat to the environment. Effect of heat to the environment. What are the effect of heat on the environment? Number one, maintenance of water cycle. This time the heat is provided by the sun, and sun cause to evaporation of water. When heat decrease, condensation take place. Again it precipitate as the rain, and the rainwater flowing back, and that water again evaporate, and the cycle continues. To continue this cycle, heat is a very important thing. Without heat, without the heat of the sun, then the evaporation will not occur. If evaporation does not occur, water cycle cannot continue so on. Likewise, it is very important that heat source to continue the water cycle. Next effect is occurrence of droughts. Look at this picture. Here also the sun's heat can evaporate water and dry up the grounds. When the soil is dried up, the plants will die. When plants die, animals die. Then the area becomes completely barren area. So with the effect of heat, the droughts can occur. Drought, the meaning of drought is a long period of dry season, dry period without the rain. And the rainwater and the water content of the soil will reduce immensely due to the heat of the sun. So these are the effects of heat to the environment. And also human beings also cause to change the heat of our earth. These are the changes. Human effects to increase the earth's heat. Number one, this fact. Burning fossil fuels. And a lot of factories, thermal power plants, vehicles burn fossil fuel. And burning fossil fuel is one of major impact or major reason to increase the earth's heat. Second, this one, cutting down trees can be called deforestation. Cutting the forests. Forests, actually any tree, it makes kind of cooling effect around the tree. Once we cut down the trees, then it will cause to increase the earth's heat. That is the other bad effect of the human beings to increase the earth's heat. There are a lot of side effects come with that. We will discuss about this. Now let's see the next picture. This picture, you can see this is a big city. Construction of cities also cause the earth heat. Vehicles running, vehicle engines release heat, and the concrete slabs and the concrete constructions absorbs a lot of heat. Therefore, normally a city or urban area feels very hot, and it is a major impact. Again, the construction of cities cause the increased earth's heat. Construction of cities. These are the three human effects, main human effects that cause to increase earth's heat. Burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and construction of cities. And what are the bad effects occur due to that? Let's see this one. Side effects of human activities. Number one, change of the earth's temperature. This is the change since the last 50 years, and from the average you can see the red zones are the very hot areas. In these countries the heat has immensely increased. It's due to the human effect. This effect is called the global warming, and if you see this one, you can see the picture. It actually the gradual very rapidly the heat increasing, earth's warmth increasing. Global warming leads some others bad effects again. What are the bad effects occur due to the global warming? Look at this picture. One picture has taken in 1913, other one 2012. What's the difference here? There was a big glacier on this mountain. Now it has been limited to this small zone. Right? The glacier becomes very tiny and small. What happens to this glacier? When global warming takes place, it starts to melting, and molten or the liquid water, molten glacier, it's get added to the ocean. That means when glaciers melting, the sea level increasing. Melting glacier the second effect, and the sea level increase. This is a nice creation, and the expected sea levels in future. This is nowadays 2020, 2030 the sea level will increase to this level. 2050 they guess it increase here. As the glaciers melting, sea level increasing. And as a result of this, as a result of increasing sea level, then the cities get flooded like this. Because when sea level rising up, then the cities close to that ocean definitely get flooded. So all these things due to the bad human activities. First, the cutting down trees, deforestation, and the burning fossil fuel cause global warming. Due to global warming, glaciers melt. Due to the melting glaciers, sea level increase. Due to increase of sea level, then the flooding of the lower lands take place. Likewise, we can discuss about the effects of the heat, and here with this one we will finish our unit. This is the unit number 9, and you can find the note as usual. You can find it from www.itsscitimblogspot.com blog site, and complete the tute. Also, we will meet from the next lesson. Our next lesson is unit number 10, food related interactions. If you enjoy this video, you can press the like button. Also, if you just want to know the next lessons or to get the notifications, keep subscribe the channel. Also press bell icon to get notifications. So until we meet from the next video, just goodbye everybody.